Hi, everyone. Okay, so today we are going to have a class about the one number you probably aren't watching and the three things you probably aren't doing. And if you watch this number and you do these three things, then voila, things will unlock for you. Now, I'm being kind of vague. So we're going to dive into this, but I want you to know that there's one thing on social media, one insight to be specific, that most people don't even know where to find it and they don't even know to be looking for it. And it is the one thing that is a direct indicator of whether or not what you're posting online is actually working. So we're going to dive into this and I'm going to give you some solid foundational information on what it is, how you can use it, and how you can implement it into your strategy. So let's get to the details now and share my screen. Okay, so let's get this big. All right, so the one number you aren't watching and the three things you probably aren't doing. Real results on Instagram, the kind you can measure and use to grow your business. This one number is so important to measure so that you can use that to grow your business. Now let's get to what I mean by that. Social media feels like a black hole. What happens in our business is we get clients all the time that want us to do their marketing. We get influencers and we get business owners. Business owners tend to be the most difficult to convince that they need social media. And it's because they say things like, I don't have many followers. My reels don't get a lot of reach. Nobody likes my stuff. I feel like I spend all this time and nothing's working. I don't know if it's working. I had somebody else do my social media and after a while I just stopped paying for it because I didn't really see a ROI, rate of return on their investment of money or time. So they feel like social media is a black hole. There are so many bells and whistles and changes and trends and things that you got to keep up with that they just feel like it's all for nothing. But I will tell you, and I've said this many times, focus does equal freedom. So if you focus on this one number and do these three things that I'm going to teach you, social media doesn't have to feel like a black hole. Literally, these three things that you need to do, I'm about to show you, they're going to unlock the door. So let's talk about the one number. The one number that you need to be paying attention to is called link clicks. External link clicks is how it is indicated on Instagram. External link clicks is a number that is how many people, how many of your followers or the people that your posts have reached, how many times have they clicked on the link in your profile, your stories, or your DMs to go to whatever it is that you want them to do next. That's the one number that drives traffic off of Instagram and to wherever you want them to go. If they just stay inside of Instagram, that's when you are focused on your follower count, your engagement rate, your reach, your comments, your shares, your tags, your likes. Those numbers are inside of Instagram. But really and truly, if you get 100 likes on a funny reel, is that converting to any dollars? Probably not. Maybe, but we don't know. But if your call to action says click the link in my profile, or set, you'll find some more creative ways to do that. But you can actually measure how many times people have clicked on that. So my black hole moment was in dealing with and talking to small business owners versus influencers. Angeline takes care of all of our business owner accounts, well, most of them. I take care of the nonprofits and influencers. So let's talk about the difference between um, influencers and business accounts and how I kind of came to this conclusion. I was trying to win an account called Alair Custom Homes DFW or Dallas Fort Worth, something like that. And they are a corporation called Alair, and they have 5 different branches that are franchisees in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. And what I figured out for them is that the franchisees were getting corporate to do their marketing through this one account, Alair DFW. But there weren't any links to any of the individual contractors so that people in Frisco, people in Fort Worth, people in Dallas could reach out to the one that was geographically desirable to them. And I realized that there were no stories with links, there were no highlights, categories of their highlights. For instance, each highlight should have been the different contractors, and then inside each highlight, a series of stories with links directly to that contractor to reach out to them. But there weren't any. There weren't any direct message things set up for them for these links to go out in direct messages. And it reflected in their external link click measurement. Their external link clicks were like 2. They had their main website on their profile, and that was it. And there was only like 2 people in the last 30 days who had clicked that. But clicking that and going to the website to seek out general contractors for home renovation is how they measure their success. So it started getting me to pay attention to the external link clicks on the influencers that I had. And what I realized is external link clicks are measured by any time someone in the Instagram platform clicks a link that takes them to an external place. So that's DMs, profile, and stories. You can put a link in your stories, you can put one in your profile, and you can certainly send one through direct message. You cannot put one in your post, but those 3 places everyone can. And what I found is most people aren't. So just to say one more thing here, business accounts are not doing this the most because they are focused on trying to get engagement and reach by saying, tag a friend below, or give me a like, or tap the heart, or even sharing viral reels that make people laugh, but it doesn't convert to money. So that was kind of my black hole moment. Why external link clicks matter? Well, again, let's just reiterate this. Follower count doesn't matter. You need to focus on how many of those followers are clicking that link and going somewhere else. We call this the off ramp, or I call it the off ramp. If you keep people inside the Instagram platform, you don't own that follower. If you get them to go from Instagram to some place that you control, like a free downloadable, a Google form where they, inquire about, products and services, maybe a Calendly link to book a discovery call, a website where they can sign up for your newsletter. If you are driving that traffic off of the Instagram platform, then you're doing it right. And the way you can measure how many people you're doing that is the first gate, and that is to look at this click. Define external link clicks. What the hell are they? Again, it's anyone that clicks on a link. And I will show you here in a second where to find that. The rate of return equation, clicks equal money. So let me tell you this. Last July, okay, it was July, and it was the Nordstrom sale, and I was doing the marketing for one of our clients, and her entire business is based on affiliate marketing. So all these links that we post to her Like to Know It storefront where all of her products that she's talking about in her reels, she's wearing this, and it might be a necklace and her outfit and the earrings and the glasses and the watch. All the things that she's wearing in her reels are linked in this platform called Like to Know It, but we have to get them to go to Like to Know It. So any reel is connected to a direct link on Like to Know It. Kind of like when you're sharing about a blog, you share the link to that blog post, not just to your website. If you're sharing a podcast, you share the link to that podcast, not just your podcast dashboard. If you are posting a YouTube, you share the link to that specific YouTube video, not your entire playlist. I mean, maybe you could, but most of the time you're sharing a direct link. So the more clicks you get on that link, the more it equates to a dollar goal or a number goal that you have. Sometimes that's money. Maybe you want people to click and go buy your $9 download or whatever. Maybe you want people to go subscribe to your email list, and maybe you got 20 clicks, you got 19 new subscribers. Maybe you got 20 clicks and you got 12 purchases. Maybe you got 20 clicks and you got 20 people subscribing to your YouTube. So clicks equals money, or that's just an easy way to say it, a number goal. The number of clicks equals that. So let's go back to Eugenia for a second. Eugenia had made $19,000 in affiliate commissions within a certain amount of time in July. Well, guess what we measured? The link clicks from her Instagram to her LTK, and there were 19,000 link clicks to her LTK, and her LTK had $19,000. That was my aha moment. That was like the first time it really hit home that these link clicks are very, very directly tied to a number goal, monetary, subscription based, downloads, all of that. And so when I show you where to find this, you have to look at all the other gobbledygook. The most important thing are the clicks. And I hope that this kind of sets you free mentally, trying to keep up with everything else. So does this sound familiar? I post all the time, but nothing ever happens. This is why business accounts fall off the wagon and stop doing their social media, or say, oh, I don't really need that anymore. That's an expense I can't afford, or whatever. Or they say it's so expensive and I don't really understand the point. Well, the point is to convert your marketing to dollars, and this one number is how you do that. But most social media marketers focus on, oh, I'm going to get your engagement up, I'm going to get your reach up, I'm going to make you reels. But why does all of that matter? You can measure the results on social media through that one thing. So here's how you do it. You go to your Instagram dashboard until it looks like this. If you don't see professional dashboard, that means you have not converted your account to a business account. And that's very easy to do. Reach out to us. We could always do a study hall and show you how to do all of this. But for the most part, y'all are all business owners. So navigate to your Instagram, click on professional dashboard. This is what's going to pop up. This is just the top half of the next screen. You're going to click on this number right here, views. Once you click on views, right here, then it's going to pull up this page, okay? And it's always toggled to the last 30 days. You're going to scroll down on this page, and at the bottom, very bottom, when you click this, this is what you see. You're going to scroll all the way down, and this is what you're going to see at the bottom, okay? So go to your professional dashboard, click on views, scroll down to the very bottom and see external link taps. Here's that right here. So We only have 10. We are starting to market a product called Social School. It's an e-course. There's 9 modules. It is great for social media marketers, or I'm sorry, small business owners that want to learn social media marketing, but they're on a scale of 1 to 3, right? So that's the thing that we're posting about. We're starting to post about. So it is imperative that Angelin and I post the link to Social School, or the free downloadable that then has a email sequence that leads them to Social School. One of those two things. It doesn't matter what link we post on any given day, this number should go up because we're driving traffic to this particular product. In a second, I'm going to show you how to track what days it's getting clicked, how, all of that kind of stuff, but in a second. So right now, tracking the clicks is easier than you think because all you have to do, professional dashboard views, scroll all the way down. You want to snapshot that number, kind of like I did. And this is what really matters, this one number. Now, profile visits are important, but notice we had 376 people that went to our profile, but only 10 clicked the link. So this isn't indicative of conversions. And a profile visit just means that somebody saw a reel that you made, clicked over to this page. It doesn't mean they clicked on anything here. They just went to your home page and that's it. This is how many people went to the link in your profile, the link in your story, the link in your DM. All right, so here's a pro tip. And I wouldn't even say this is a pro tip. This is just an extra layer that if you want to be in the know and track this one number even better and on a more granular basis, I'm going to show you that bit.ly, that is the website, bit.ly, it's called Bitly, that's what everybody calls it. This is what the dashboard looks like. This is just a generic screenshot from Google, but you can see how many clicks your one link has gotten, and it will tell you where you got the clicks from. Did the click come from the emails you sent and people opening it through an email? You can see Twitter. How 1,036 times it got clicked on Twitter, what countries it got clicked from, the different domains, the days that it got clicks. Notice November 12th on this one got the most clicks. Well, guess what you can do with that? And I'm going to show you how to use Bitly too, so don't worry about that. So if November 12th, you got the most clicks, right? You can see what in the heck did I post on November 12th that drove all that traffic. Then you can post more things like that so that you can keep your numbers up. So here's an example of an actual client of ours, Eugenia. And I use her examples all the time because it's just easy to navigate to her account. So we use Bitly this is her LTK shop, okay? So remember, we drive traffic off of Instagram to her LTK where all her products are linked so people can purchase them, right? So her long URL is https://shopltk.com/explore/style with Eugenia. Okay. Wow, that's a lot to remember. So I went to Bitly and I shortened it and customized it to bit.ly/Eugenia's LTK. Well, not only can I remember that easily so I can type it, but now that is what is in her Instagram profile. So I didn't just put this link right here. I put this link right here, okay? The bit.ly. So in her Instagram profile, you can put the long URL and LTK, and Instagram will tell you how many times anyone has clicked an external link, whether that's profile, it does not divide them up and say your profile link has been clicked 10 times. It's just any link, period, on your Instagram that you've shared. If you customize the link that you put in your profile, you can now see that Eugenia's LinkedIn profile, because I customized this is the one that's in her profile that we use for her profile. It has been clicked 74,818 times since March 30th, 2024 at 1:27 p.m. Talk about granular. In the last 7 days, it's been clicked. Just in the last week, it's been clicked 628 times. Okay, just in the last week. Now, because there was a big sale the week before that, it got clicks, a lot of clicks the week before. Right now, we're not in a sales week. We're selling stuff, but things aren't on sale. So there's not as many clicks. So you can see she's down. That's 36% down from the week before. Okay. Then you can see here the last 30 days. I'm sorry. I can scroll over. I didn't. But August through September, this is how many link clicks she's gotten on a daily basis to that link right there. So you can see September 6th was a bigger day for her as far as link clicks. I went back and looked, and let me show you on my Instagram. I'm going to hold it up and make myself get out of here. Okay, so let me show you what post was September 6th. So you can see here, it was a bright green dress. That's the post that we did, because I looked down here and it says September 6th. See that? Now, notice that's kind of a gray dress. That's a bright green dress. So guess what? That got more love because it was brighter, is what I'm guessing. Plus, I know that that dress that she's wearing is a lot less expensive than the other content around it. So you can see which one stands out. Well, it's the bright colored one. So when you're granular like that, let me share my screen again. When you are granular like that, you can better you can better plan your upcoming marketing so that you double down on that. And obviously, United States is her #1 driving force, but Ireland, Germany, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, she's got people all over the world. All right, so this is the last part of the Bitly page. Bitly, by the way, is free. I think you can sign up for it, just bit.ly, go to the website, sign up for it. But we also have a link on our website called Tools of the Trade, or Tools We Love. You can click there too. So refers, you can see that 9,240 of the engagements with that link came from Instagram. We've got it in her TikTok profile. We've got it in her Facebook profile, and we've sent it directly also through Instagram Messenger. So, or through email, something like that. So there's direct, Instagram, which is her profile, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, Bitly this is just kind of a nutshell of what you get with it. And again, it's free. Bitly is a URL shortening service and manages your links. So you can go through all of the links that you've created with Bitly and see how well they're performing. These are the things that it does. It shortens your link. It gives you analytics like we just showed you. Webhooks, that's a little bit more advanced. Branded links are just where you can literally uh customize the back half of it. It will automatically produce a little short gobbledygook like XYZ42 or something like that. You just erase that and change it to whatever you want. And as long as that bit.ly link is available, it'll let you use it and it'll be stuck on that forever. So it creates QR codes for you if you need it for sharing that way. You can even now do these two things, which I think are awesome. Mobile friendly landing pages, and you can create link in bio, those link trees. All right, so here are the three things you're probably not doing very well, and you probably guessed what those are by now. Sharing links inside your profile that are bit.ly linked, inside of your stories, and through direct messaging. Those are the three things that you should be doing. Your bio link right here, you can share multiple bio links. Now, I'm going to stop sharing here. I'm going to share my phone so you can see that. One sec. All right, so let's go over here to Instagram. All right, so here's Eugenia's Instagram, and you can see her link right here. So we have follow and shop my LTK, and you see how the link is that bit.ly link. We've got work with me, and that's another bit.ly link, and we change that to Eugenia's style consult. And we have her Patreon videos, and that's a bit.ly link. Style with Eugenia Patreon. That's what we saved that as. So now I can not only see how many external link taps she has, but I can see how many times they've been clicked over time individually, what days they were clicked, and correlate those with direct posts. Now, this right here was a live that she did, and we actually created, and I don't know if this is going to show up, so forgive me, I'll go right back if it doesn't, but I'm going to click on this right here. Okay, so see, this is taking you to her LTK shop directly, and it's taking you directly to a folder of all the things that she mentioned in that LTK or in that Instagram live. She was talking about fall basics, and you can see how simple that was. I created a group of things called Fall Basics Book, and that's how we did that. So let me go back to Instagram and show you that that is, oh crap, hold on. So you can see these links. Now, what I want to show you about these links is that you can delete them, you can reorder them, all kinds of things. So whatever is most important to you and whatever you're promoting the most right now, that's the thing that should appear at the top, because that's the one that's going to show up right here. So let me show you how to do that. So you click on edit profile. A lot of people don't know that this exists. You go down here to links, and then you click on these three dots, and you click on reorder links. Now, watch this. I'm going to hold down and push that up, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to leave it like that and click done. Okay, so I'm going to get back out of this. Now, see, bit.ly Eugenia's LTK. That is what shows up first. So whatever one that you want to show up first, just reorder those links. So that's a best practice on your profile links and how to make sure they're at the top. Make sure they're bit.ly links so you can track them. Make sure that you have, so when you click on this, notice the title of that link follow and shop my LTK, work with me, Patreon videos, 8:20, 10 a.m. live. Name them something that is actionable and easy to, oh, that's where it is. Oh, that's where I go. Don't just leave it the link name because that's garbly-gook and you just want to make it as simple as possible. So let me show you what we have over on Next Chapter Social. All right, so here's our Next Chapter Social. Let's click on our link right here. And you can see that we have a link tree. So I'm going to click on that and show you that this is a link tree. You can create this inside of Bitly. You can also create them inside of your most email providers, service providers like Flowdesk and Chipmunky and or mobile, all those things. And also Canva. You can do one on Canva. So we have all of our links right here, Bitly linked on the back end of Canva. So you can visit our website, YouTube channel, book a 1-hour consultation, get our free guide, or download Social School. So that's ours. Now, let me show you under teaching, I think, or maybe classes. I want to show you one of them. Okay, here we go. So notice how we have a product, we sell classes, just like the class that you're looking at right now. This class is $49 on our website. So underneath the highlight classes, we have saved a bunch of stories and we've created a link in that story that you can click. And when I click on that, it takes me directly to, oh, whoops, sorry. I need to delete that. That's a class that we just deleted. Okay, so learn how to write a blog post in 10 minutes. Let's see if that is, well, clearly I am batting 1,000 here. Blueprint for Instagram. Let's see if that works. Okay, well, I need to fix that. But either way, let's say it was working because it's not right now. So clearly something's wrong with my website. But you can see that I have created a link to all these classes inside of our highlights where they live. So now I've obviously need to go back to our website and figure out what's going on that's making these links not click. But you should do these for your products as well. So let's see if this one works. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so this is to a website, an actual page on our website, and they can enroll now. Everything else obviously has to be fixed, but I want you I want you to see that you should have categories here, like free. Let's go on that one. Make a killer Instagram profile in 20 minutes. Notice I have a link there. Download. Takes them right to the landing page to download it. That is an external link click. So let me show you one of our clients, Bridget, and we send her clients direct links through DMs. So here's a reel that we did yesterday. And notice down here, comment with the word dress, and I'll send you a DM with the direct link. So let's go down here and see someone that said dress in their comment. Well, there's one person right there. So let's go to the messages and you can see that she got sent the direct link. So this is an external link tap. And see, Instagram doesn't like people leaving. We like people leaving. Instagram doesn't. You're leaving messaging. Fine. I want to go there. So we're going to go to Bridget's LTK. And there you go. It goes directly to the same reel on LTK. But at the bottom, all of the items she's talking about in this reel are linked to purchase. So her LTK, let's go back to it. Let's see how many direct links. I'm going to go to our professional dashboard. I'm going to go to accounts reached. Here's that page. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and she's gotten 51 external link taps, and we're up 11% almost. So that should correlate to dollars in her bank account. And if you go to LTK, oh wait, is it going to let me show you? Probably not. Okay, so you can see that she's got money that she's earning, commissions, visits. We can take however many clicks she's gotten to an external link tap, and we can correlate it to these numbers on her LTK. So there's that. Now let's go over to Eugenia, and I'll show you that one as well. Okay, so she's got more followers. Go here, go to views. Hers says views, sometimes it says accounts reached. We're going to go here. We're going to scroll all the way down. And she, again, remember, it's not a sale week. So this past week, there was nothing on sale. She sells all the time. But you can see that her number is down 24.7%. Okay, her clicks are down 24.7%. However, 10,500 people have clicked, but that's down 24%. So let's stop sharing my phone screen, and let's go back to Eugenia. Weekly change. She's down 36% overall on this link click. So it shows even worse over here on Bitly than it does in her Instagram. So let's keep going. Story links, the fast track to conversions. Okay, so I just kind of showed you some stories that are saved into our highlights. Never mind the fact they didn't work. That's kind of embarrassing. But what you need to know is, let's hold on, share. I'm going to share my screen because I realized I wasn't doing that. But you can see that story links are more of a direct hit, or less steps for someone to get to where you want them to go. What I mean by that is you can say comment dress. Well, they have to wait. First of all, they have to do something. They have to comment. They have to do multiple things. They have to watch the reel, read the caption, take action, type out dress, wait for the link to come in their DM, go back to their DM, click on it, go to that, and then find the outfit. Okay, that's many clicks, lots of things. If you say, click the link in my bio, right? Well, apparently Instagram's kind of frowning on that. And I've heard, which I don't have it substantiated, that Instagram stifles posts that say that. I don't know if it's true, but let's say you say, click the link in my bio. The person has to watch the reel, read the caption, and then do what you say. Go up to your profile, click it, and then go over to where and figure out which link to click if you have multiple, then go over there. So again, multiple steps. If you share what you're sharing on your feed in your stories too, in multiple different ways, a whole different group of people that watch stories, because not everybody watches reels and stories. Some people are just stories watchers, some people are just reels watchers. But if they go to your stories and the link is in your stories, they're watching the reel, clicking the link, and going directly there without having to take any action whatsoever. The link clicks in stories convert the most to buyers, or convert the most to subscribers or watchers or downloaders, whatever it is that you're wanting them to do. So story links are your best bang for your buck. The only thing that I would say is even better are the direct ones, the direct messages, because they live in their direct messages forever. Unless for some reason they delete them, which is nobody deletes their direct messages, but it just lingers longer. But story links will linger longer if you save them in a highlight. Direct messages, we just talked about that. And actionable strategy. Your content is the driver. So remember back in the beginning when I said that we want people to click the link to Social School? Well, we actually, let's escape out of this, go to Instagram. Hold on. We actually want them to go to, hold on. We actually want them to download this. Make a killer Instagram profile in 20 minutes or less. The reason we want them to do this first, not directly to Social School, is because it's a shorter leap financially. Let's say somebody lands on our profile for the first time. We can't just ask them to spend $400 with us. Yeah, here, click this link and spend $399. Most people don't pull the trigger just meeting you. They have to have like a warm-up session, a meet and greet, right? So you have something like this that's a free downloadable that will attract the same type of person that would actually take Social School. Most people that take Social School are embarrassed of their Instagram. So if they think that they can have a free quick win to up-level their Instagram, they go through this little freebie and they download it, then they trust us and they're willing to click the button inside the email, because when they download this, we say, thank you. Here comes your freebie. By the way, we teach this class too. You might want to check it out. And then if they don't check it out in that first email, no problem. They're going to get 2, 3, and 4 emails total. The second email is going to check in on them with this. The third email is going to give them an extra tip. And the fourth email is going to say, remember, we have Social School. Your Instagram's probably looking great and winning you over new followers. Now, can you imagine how much more you can get done if you take this class? So it's a shorter leap. So let's go over to this really quick. Your content is the driver. You can't just say, buy Social School, buy Social School, buy Social School. You have to think about the person that's going to buy Social School. Give them something for free so they can get a taste of the kind of things they'll learn. Then sell them Social School. Plus, you're going to get a lot more clicks if you give something away for free than if you ask them to buy a $399 product. So Eugenia's account, let's go back to this for a second. Remember, it was a green dress. It was bright and shiny. Remember that, hold on. This stands out from anything else on our feed. This is the thing that draws your attention. Bright, the words are different. It's really bold. It's simple. There's not a lot going on. And it says freebie in that Barbie font that's really trendy and everybody, whatever. So we made this stand out on purpose, like Eugenia and the, hold on. Okay, so let's go back to Instagram. We made this stand out like Eugenia in the green dress, okay? So the one number, again, remember, September 6th was the green dress. It was a less expensive product, just like the freebie is a less expensive product, and it stood out. So keep that in mind when you're making your content, that less expensive products or free get more clicks. And we want clicks off of Instagram so that you own that followers information. So when they download our freebie, we now have added them to our email list. Then we can sell to them later. It's all about getting them off of Instagram. That is the first thing that matters. So just keep that in mind. All right, so you want more clicks. Here's the game plan. You need clear calls to action in your posts. You need to offer something valuable, freebies, discounts, and make it easy to click in your bio, your stories, and your direct DMs or your direct links. Link in bio is dead. Saying link in bio, we've already kind of covered that. There are rumors that Instagram suppresses your posts. We don't know if that's true. I haven't noticed it, but a lot of people are saying that they do. So take a screenshot of this. Here's a list of clever CTAs without using the word link in bio. Tap to grab yours now. Don't miss out. Click here. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Get started with one click. Swipe up for the good stuff. Unlock your access here. Your next step is one click away, so on and so forth. There are different ways to do this. Saying, visit our profile, that's okay. That's a little bit different. But your rate of return on your investment of time, again, the black hole analogy from the beginning. Social media is a black hole for a lot of people. They think, oh gosh, I don't want to do that again. Oh, it takes forever. I don't get anything out of it. The reason why is you're measuring the wrong number. You have to tap. You have to pay attention to the taps on your external links. Clicks are the gasoline for your marketing engine. The more clicks you have, the more, like when you pull this lever, this shoots out. So when you pull this lever, you get money. When we pulled that lever for Eugenia and direct links to her LTK items, 19,000 clicks, $19,000. Direct correlation. Important to note. So let's talk about the difference. Instagram has different purposes for different types of businesses. I've said this before in Reels. I'm going to say this again. Do not, if you are a small business, don't compare your account to influencers, because we all follow influencers. We all see these people with viral reels and all of that. Let me give you an example of my mother-in-law. Okay. So Patty, she used to watch crafty videos all the time. These people making different things from the dollar store. They would take dollar store stuff and up level them. Okay. And she would watch these all the time. And then she would go to the dollar store to buy the products to make the thing and then sell the thing on Etsy. I'm like, but Patty, these people that you're watching aren't making money by selling the item. They aren't product-based businesses. They are influencers. And so I was explaining to her that they are peddling engagement rates and in reach, because they are getting money from how many people are watching their reels. Okay, they're getting indirect dollars from Instagram for reels views. Patty had an Etsy shop. She wasn't getting money from reels views. She was getting money from how many people bought her thing. So see, clicks, external link taps are what mattered to Patty's business, not how much engagement or reach she got. She could have 40 people watch the reel. If she got 20 clicks to buy her thing, then she made 20 sales. That's better than 100 views. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that if you're a product or a service-based business, or you're trying to drive traffic to an event that you have coming up, it's the external link clicks that matter. Did you get 20 people to click? And did you get 15 people to register an RSVP? I don't know, but you can track that now that you know where it is. So here are some best practices, how to incorporate links into your strategy. go ahead and take a screenshot of this. But realtors, referral partners are good things to click to add links to. In their highlights, you could say Reno and then have links to contractors you suggest, subs, roofs, foundation work, all the different things as a realtor that you might need to refer to your clients. You can have those links bit.ly linked and then put in your stories and then highlight them in categories so you can see how many times you're driving traffic to those referral partners. Influencers, you can link to different brands. You could have Target, Amazon, Walmart, highlights, and be able to tell those brands how many times you've driven traffic to their store. Product-based businesses, for instance, let's say you sell different types of accessories, bags, belts, and necklaces. You could have different categories about bags, belts, and necklaces, and have a story highlighted there for each different bag with a link directly to it. Service-based businesses, maybe you're an esthetician and you do chemical peels, microdermabrasion, eyebrow shaping, whatever. You could have all those services linked. Coaches, your different programs like we did. Speakers, your different speaking levels. Authors, different books that you've written. Travel bloggers, different locations. So maybe you are driving traffic to different travel destinations. You can track that. YouTubers, you can drive traffic to different playlists, videos, etc., podcasters, it goes on and on. So, results-oriented approach, why does this matter? Let's break it down one more time. External link clicks matter more than likes. Track your clicks in your insights by going to Dashboard, View Insights, or Reach. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see that number. Okay. Create content that drives traffic to click the link and use UTM codes, which is just the URL shortener on bit.ly for better tracking. Ready to start tracking? Here's your homework. You got this. I want you to measure, I want you to tweak, and I want you to repeat. Again, bright, less expensive, path of least resistance. Think of those things. Social media does not have to feel overwhelming. You can track real results and grow your business one click at a time. Just keep pushing forward. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the time that you took to watch this class. If you have any results that you've gotten from using links in your marketing, or if you find this to be inspiring and you start tracking yours, please reach out to us through Instagram on our DMs, comment on our posts, send us an email. We would love to hear from you. Thank you so much.